Hey, it's been a long time, and this may be a very intimate angle, and it's because I have a very odd sort of thing that I want to do right now that I just thought of, and it's to just stare at the camera for a good 30 seconds. And I want you to look into my eyes, and if you feel like it, comment what you see, who you see. And while I'm staring, I am going to voice over the reason why I'm staring at you. So, here goes. When I was in theater school, one of my teachers gave us an exercise where we were to pair up with a buddy, and she had us look into that person's eyes for 10 minutes. She would, speak just about stuff. Imagine this person as a child. Imagine them happy. Imagine them sad. Now imagine them on their deathbed. Why are they dying? Weird things like that. But the point of the exercise was that it is meant to bond you to that person, and not just bond, but to really see them. And I think that's one thing that we don't often get the chance to do, is to really see someone for who they are. And if I'm being honest, I don't even know why I've chosen to do this right now. Maybe I'm feeling lost in some ways. Maybe I'm feeling like I'm learning more about other things. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out who I am. And I've had a few conversations recently with friends and family about really trying to figure out who I am, where I belong, and everyone's striving for that in some way or another. And instead of actually doing the things that we should do to get to that point where we know each other, we are certain in ourselves, we sink within our own bodies and into TV and social media and computers. And I guess, I myself have been finding I've been so much more bored with things like Twitter and Tumblr and Facebook, and I've always been pretty bored with it, but I'll open it and close it 2 seconds later. And I just think more people should look into each other's eyes. I think more people should try and get to know one another on an energy level, not just the things that we say or do, but, being able to sit with someone and understand who they are. It's not easy. I'm not saying that I can do that necessarily, but I know this exercise was one that my teacher gave us in order to help build that kind of interaction and remind us that we're people, we're human, we're meant to be and spend time with one another and talk and understand. And so much is going on in the world right now too. I feel like there's such a lack of understanding. People are just so hardcore pushing beliefs and categories of people and disagreements and just battling arguments about stuff that completely looks past the fact that we are all human and we all have the same experiences. I mean, how many times have you spoken to someone else about something that's really sensitive and you're nervous to speak to them about it or to bring it up, or it just spills out of you, and then before long you have had a whole massive conversation with that person about an experience that they had that was not the same but very similar. The feelings might have matched your own, and you feel uplifted, you feel connected, validated, all of those kind of things. And I think the simple act of being present, of listening and observing, not just, again, the whole, but the soul. Fucking cheesy, come on! Honestly, I have no idea where this is coming from. But what a way to start back. And maybe that's why too, I don't just want to keep doing the same stuff, talking about life, my life, talking about the things that are bothering me. I want to get connected on a deeper level. Even in a context like this, I always want to be connected on a deeper level. I want to be certain that I know what I'm talking about, that I know who a person is, all of that kind of stuff. And oftentimes in my own life, I don't. I really don't. Even the people that I consider the closest to me, I couldn't tell you, the stuff that my mum did when she was a teenager. I don't know the history of my grandfather coming from Guyana to Canada. I have no idea so much about what's around me. And, you know, those are facts. Those aren't a person. But I've noticed that fixation on not knowing rather than, you know, the contrast to that, which I think is not understanding and not knowing how to understand, and really checking myself and being aware that I crave connection, genuine ingenuity. Is that the right term? I want to share my heart, my soul, to be me, to be proud of who I am, and to make others happy within themselves too, because it's a fucking struggle. Again, no idea where this is coming from. But I guess all that's to say, I miss the little connections that I have that aren't just my daily commute to work, the people I spend my regular time with. I hate the boring conversations that I have when someone asks me what I do, how I've been after many months, but all I can say is I did that one thing that was kind of unique, but aside from that, things have been pretty consistent. I don't want to be boring in my conversations or myself. I want to be constantly learning and growing and contributing and being something that's not just a placeholder. I think a lot of us do. So this weird little thing, I don't mean to go out and just stare at people. Don't do that. That's weird. But maybe use this as a way to try and find another way to connect with people that you want to connect with. And if you feel like me and that, you know, there's something missing in that connection, to find a way to make it happen. Anyway, I hope to be doing more of these more frequently again. It's such a satisfying routine to be able to get a video out regularly. It really is. And I like to say that I've taken long enough of a break. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. So I think all I'll say is hi and happy December. And I hope your year so far has been as you want it to be, or at least has taught you something that you didn't know before. I hope that you've grown from something, and that any hurts that you've had don't hurt for too long. And I'll be seeing you as soon as I can, and I'll just leave it at that for now. Oh, my goodness. Until next time. Fuck, this is weird.